back here with more Mikon is definitely the killer because we can't have anything nice, the video game. I mean, I don't know that Mikon's the killer, obviously, but the two victims were one patient that was under her care, one person who was always ripping the shit out of her for no reason. They gave their third Leary CG of her in this chapter. And also they started having a whole bunch of weird stuff with her cuddling with Hajime in this chapter, which just strikes as the sort of thing you would only do if you really just had to get it out of your system before killing that character off. And also because Mikon has seemed especially sweet this chapter, and historically in this particular game, if a character is nice, it means they have to have some about face later where they're all like, actually I suck. So that you can be all like, oh no, but I thought you were nice. And then it's like storytelling or something. They do know you're allowed to make a story where the characters are the same from chapter to chapter, right? You don't have to change. I don't mean to judge. They're allowed to write however they want. But they know they're allowed, right? I just don't want them to feel forced. Anyway, and now that the killing gets started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore, referring to the magic insects. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What did you say?
What the heck? That's impossible! That definitely had the feel of something that we're gonna flash back to later. Someone's gonna be all like, I didn't do it! I was under the influence of the despair disease! And it's gonna flash back to, now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now. You definitely don't have to worry about it anymore. I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. What the heck? That's impossible! How could you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file!
Files, really.
See ya!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again, we have to do this again. We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be. Well, they'll be clean sweeping the whole bottom row if it is Mikon.
Yeah, well, why do we have to do this?
Damn it. Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. Also, Gun has been a lot more talkative this chapter, is it my imagination? But what about Nekomaru? What's gonna happen to him? Is he not gonna participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru! Huh?
That's weird.
Strange? I'm crying. What happened to me? It's like lingering after effects of the despair disease. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
If your lingering after effects are around as well, then it is something to worry about. Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Please leave Nekomaru to me! Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best! Alright, I will definitely be back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust!
It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
And I'll leave that to you. And let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. So we gotta be looking for if I'm right that it is Mikon, we gotta be looking for discrepancies between her autopsy and the Monokuma file, which I haven't had a chance to read yet, by the way. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. There definitely aren't 5 chapters in this game which had 5 rows of Monokuma dolls. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Alright, like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot! It's because your clothes are so smothering. Serious against it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi let the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. Could have anything to do with the fires coming out of the wall? Or maybe the point was to exacerbate Ibuki's fever. And make her do something stupid. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Yes, please. There are 2 victims in this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saionji. Okay, it looks like Hiyoko had her throat cut. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Can't help but notice you didn't mention any of the no drugs involved in the system, or no foreign chemicals this time. Which I guess you couldn't with the disease, but... is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. I didn't notice that Hiyoko's throat had been cut. I would have thought there would be way more blood on her outfit. Monokuma file number 3 added.
It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk.
Well, if we're mimicking the previous game, then Mikon was using Ibuki to kill Hiyoko, and then off her next. Of course, the lights go out, so it's not clear if Ibuki actually did that to herself and was just like because of her stupor. You'd think if you were in a stupor, you wouldn't have the wherewithal to do something that precise. But anyway.
So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk.
I agree with that.
Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people?
Reason for killing 2 people. Could be that one of them was also a witness to what the other was doing or something.
Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
The truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think.
Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. I wouldn't. She can say whatever she wants. If she's not 100% sure, then damn. Let her be. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here?
What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. You'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Yeah, no way in hell. That's all it is. They set up the camera here after all. What do you want to bet we're going to talk to Mikon and she's going to be like, I got the autopsy ready, without even needing any time to prepare.
If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital's doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then I saw Fuyiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
And that is a long story. Oh yeah, right, because that's when we saw the message.
I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning.
You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning coup announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know.
Yep, she didn't even need any time to prepare for this one. Normally she needed to psych herself up a whole bunch.
So please, spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me? Alright.
something like
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy.
I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I
We must
thought.
do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen.
Indeed. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? There shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else? Perhaps. You're giving more credence to the theory that Mikon had Ibuki kill Hiyoko. And there's obviously also blood on the stepladder. Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. Why? Well, just because I didn't notice Hiyoko there?
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, the estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. 2 different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Yes, it has to sound more like someone wanted to think things happen in a certain order. Also, was she always wearing a necklace like that? He's not mentioning it, so I guess it's normal. Oh, that's the bag that was purchasable at the theater. Is it not? Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling, but why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, that hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a monomate decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. We better investigate that theater, I suppose. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that the music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in here. There, whatever. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could obtain this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Beacon, do you have a moment?
What's happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes. She had no other external injury, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I
I
see.
see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious in the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Level up. By the way, we haven't got any more, wisdom fangs, I almost called them. What are they actually called? Truth fragments. Hope fragments, that's the one. With which to buy skills, right? We spend them, we had just enough to get the sword thing, right? For whenever, again, it gives us a rebuttal showdown where we have to use the secret hidden mechanic that sometimes means you change direction and do extra damage. Rope used for hanging had been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Right. There's the candle. Hajime called that one. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. They wanted to be able to turn it off quickly, I guess, and perhaps remotely. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. It seems likely. The bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? The stepladder has been added to the true blood section of your handbook. Oh, it's hard to imagine her, considering there's no blood on the rest of her. It's hard to imagine she dripped blood from the bottom of her shoes onto here. But it maybe means that the stepladder was instrumental in killing Hyoko. Somehow. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. Well, she was killed. Yes, we can confirm that. I think you mean when Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? More likely, Hyoko was already dead somewhere at the scene. And then when the killer locked the door so that they could have time to... Well, I guess that would mean it wasn't Mikon then, which seems unlikely to me. But anyway, I think it's more likely that Ibuki killed Hyoko or was around when that occurred. Hence Hyoko's blood all over her. And then Ibuki was hanged, and then the body was positioned... Hyoko's body was positioned against the pillar. Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute?
No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with.
Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
That's exactly it.
why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know?
Don't mess with me! Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead?
Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Got it!
Yo!
What's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I guess I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. How did I reach through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono?
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo!
Yeah, something. Is this what you were looking for?
Is this a key? Probably presumably the keys to this venue.
perhaps,
Looks different than the keys to the cottage. This may be the key to her motel room.
Key to her motel room, huh?
but
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with its evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so that we notice it easier. Come again? What was your logic?
Well, if you say so. Which means we can conclude that this is something Hyoko had with her all along.
If that's what you're saying. Motel room key. Oh, we're just saying it is a motel room key. Okay, cool. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
The way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck, but they must have known that it would come up in the Monokuma file. So it's more like they didn't want her to bleed this much or something, I would imagine. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. I think the keeping the blood from flowing everywhere is more likely the reason for taping up the wound. Although I'm surprised a bit of duct tape was enough to do it. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely... You're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Bloodstain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
Still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Indeed, that plus the tape on the neck, it does sound like they wanted blood to not be around. I mean, I presume it's because they didn't want us to know that Ibuki walked through the blood, i.e. Hyoko died first. And since, again, if we're following that this is playing with some Danganronpa 1 Chapter 3 fanfic, the order of the deaths, it matters. In a fairly major way. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying that someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
They went that far. This was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. That is certainly interesting. I gotta remember, because we barely use the memorization in Chapter 2, that we have memorization. Mentioned in the staff-only room and the theater. For sure, but also... Wait, hang on. Kazuichi was saying it's like stupid hot in here, but it's 86 Fahrenheit, the same temperature as every other place they go. So I don't know what's up with that. But presumably the hospital bears investigating as well, since Ibuki didn't just teleport from there to here. There's a control panel in the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw... It had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So
I see.
here.
So you noticed it too, Fiend? Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting? So you finally noticed. Well, I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time.
I can see it.
There is no need!
Go by 4 dark devas of destruction.
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was definitely caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. That is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my bulldog devils of destruction. Hamsters are merely the temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. It's the paper that's covering the whole pillar, is it not? I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. You alright? Well, that is how I remember that pillar looking earlier. And it's not like whoever was doing the killing had enough time to take all the posters off, put another layer of black paper on, and then put the posters back on. Doesn't seem. Apparently there's something more yet I've yet to look at around here. But I feel like I checked all these things. Oh no, the thermostat. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit? Now I know why it's so damn hot. Is that not the temperature that the party venue was at also, in chapter 1? I mean, I get he's saying it's running as heating rather than cooling, but that would mean it would heat until 86 and stop, right? You're still at 86. Now I know why it's so damn hot. Better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. This is a weird game. Let's have a look at that storage room. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. Did we not find some rope and weird stuff in here? I can't remember. We found some weird stuff. It looks like it's been moved around. Oh yeah, there's more of this like wallpaper type stuff. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper. This edge of the wallpaper looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Oh, we're not gonna bullet that? Okay, cool. Hi, Nagito. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hyoko. That probably all came from this storage room. There might be other things from this storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just gonna be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. I can't believe you never mentioned that before. That's the main reason why this case is really special.
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
If you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find out the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings.
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. After you said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I barely looked at anything. Apparently it was just the wallpaper and the mirror. Alright, good to know. I guess I should go back to the music venue. They didn't let me look at the shelves, musical instruments. Screw that musical instruments. We got the mirror, that was the important thing. It does feel like it's somehow important, but I can't say why. How you feeling, Sonia?
That is.
That is the only way, right? For the sake of the two who have fallen.
Oh, I might have already spoken to you, sorry.
Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well?
Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's
Like my knees start shaking.
there's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Damn
Hey,
right.
Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? It looks like it's been broken. What happened to it?
Like,
Something like that is in front of this door. You think it might be a really big clue? Was it maybe what was used to bar the entrance? Doesn't seem like it would be strong enough. Why would this be a clue?
hey,
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through.
I wonder if that's going to be possible. For the four of us, two of us are girls, you know?
It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! If Ihiko signaled, we charged in the door at full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the four of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found that this door doesn't have a lock at all. The door is designed to just be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You think this drumstick was used to lock the door? Broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
like,
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us?
get it?
You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in the mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. It's also possible that Ibiki did it.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it! I won't let the killer get away with this! The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but
Listen to the
I heard what you two were
story.
discussing. I listened to the whole story! It's wrong! Chucky, that was kind of cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob right where the left and left door touch, see? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Some kind of sealing super glue type thing? Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. And why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And with chewiness. This thing might be a glob now. I don't mean it was a glob from the start. Since it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smooth into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Probably. So a transparent glob has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, with this we might be close to finished investigating the music venue. Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's just kind of a weird way to say it. I still need to talk to Mikon. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Right, I also didn't have a chance to talk to Gunjo, did I? Did you direct your gaze at the brave stature of my four dark davas of destruction? Okay.
How about it, Mikon?
How about it, Mikon? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music video is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If the body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
Well, yeah, but this is the same temperature the party venue was. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders.
Since when was it an imitation murder? Imitation murder.
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work like a song or film as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. Trust me, you have no idea. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The movie in the theater.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this really was an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This
It's certainly conceivable. The killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries! Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people can be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. That was a thing in the first game, right? You mean you've had another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
They could just go around with like a weapon, just like getting people off by themselves and knifing them one after another during the investigation.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, there will not be any more killings?
Well, not this chapter. And excluding the execution of the killer.
Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all. And I don't even want to think that someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case when there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Okay.
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that it applies to this case too, right?
Well, they can exist, but one of them might already be dead. I.e. Ibuki.
Wow.
Ah!
I don't like
All right,
this.
fine. That's right, there's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure that out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. Why don't you just shut up and go back to my cave?
Let's see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
That makes things a little easier.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a third victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
How could it be? You haven't seen it.
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
And the imitation is, of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well?
Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that.
And it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
You...
You see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Yeah, it'll cut into my investigation time, but you guys can handle it. I believe in you. Looks like I need to do that.
And I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate.
Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki?
Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibiki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You're right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibiki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Right. There was basically no reason for them to bring up that Hyoko was locking herself inside her room if she was going to survive. So that was yet another thing that should have really sealed that in my mind. I was only pretty sure. Well, we're at the hospital now anyway. Might as well stop by. But it does have the sound that we're going to go hospital, then motel, then theater, and that'll probably be just about it. I'll go with you, Chiaki.
I feel like I haven't been here in a while. Even though it's only really been a few days.
Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines are lined up? I will say I'm astonished Kazuichi lasted this long. I thought for sure he was going to be like a real throwaway character. I thought there was no way in hell he would be around more than 2 chapters. But really, I thought he'd die in chapter 1. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines are lined up? Yeah, I just figured a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? Man. That's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital first and the music venue and vice versa. He explained this to you like a day ago though, right? I guess maybe you just forgot. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. Which means it is, in fact, the one from the music venue that we left at the music venue. However, I didn't just swap the cameras, I modified them and increased their wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Right. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
There's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video on that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. Although it's weird that this shot that does not include the person's long black hair, which was very visible when we found Ibuki. So it's almost like this is actually someone else trying to make us think that it happened at a certain time when it didn't. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope. That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. Man. Oh, well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark, but the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself, so you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But it didn't make it in time. Hey. Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide. What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
There's no doubt.
And if so...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure out that so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. I'm right behind you. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? She did, a little. But she seems too important to be like the killer. Really, in any of the cases, because she feels more like our Kyoko type character, but if she's gonna be a killer in any of them, it's gonna be like the last one. Alright. Oh, slow up there, Chiaki. Hey, Connie.
Now then.
Ah! I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Admiral, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Fucking what? The fuck did I just read? No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you'd plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. They're wearing the gowns? Yeah, that's right. Ibiki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser. No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, gotta go back soon. It's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. But you're right that the vacant room should have had one. Yeah, alright, we're not allowed in. Oh, we're not allowed in any of the vacant rooms, I suppose. Conference room it is. Well, I'm a little curious. Just poke my head in the staff room, since they told me to go to the conference room. But nothing seems especially important here. It was the same sick buckets that were in the patient's rooms earlier. I take it. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. I assume she's using the projector for something. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause
If you turn on the light, it's going to be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? How'd you mean? If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. No thanks. What are you going to do? Are you going to poke them out? I'm not going to poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Are you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. I think that was another one of her jokes to try and lighten his mood, but it always seems to freak him out at first. A black light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. That was pretty fast. Any thoughts on the projector? It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be... Alright, never mind. I assume that's the idea behind that. And we'll be carrying on the investigation in the motel and the theater next time! On Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, because that is all the time we have for now. Does seem like we'll probably get to the end of the investigation by the next episode. Maybe even a leg into the trial. Probably not. Yeah, since they're using, like, magic sicknesses and Mikon being the ultimate nurse, it's kind of, like, hard to tell what, the hell was done to make Ibuki do all that? Because I assume it's not just she randomly felt the urge to commit suicide. And it was also suggestible enough to do weird stuff with the door and not Hiyoko. How many bullets we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We usually have something like 18 or 20, right? So that'll be all for now. Thank you so very much for coming. Oh, sorry. Next week on the channel is going to be some more Men of Medan, I'm pretty sure. Dark Pictures Anthology Men of Medan. Tis it is. And I think this is the first episode past our first run of the game. And that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! That'll do, right? And then it'll expose your weak points. Sweet. Gonna run in here and absolutely go ham with exorcisms, I think. Oh, we have fewer than I thought. Kabloom! Kablam!